Hey y'all, what's up? All right, here is another channeled message. For those of you who do not know me, I am Shara Prophet. I am a behavior modification specialist, author, speaker, teacher, mystic, medium. And today I have a message for someone out there. So this is a message for someone who has gone through some great loss, and you're coming out of that particular time right now. It's time to get strategic, and it's time for you to start writing down your ideas. So if you have like a business or a project or an idea for something, whether you're writing a book or if you're coming up with some kind of investment plan, it's time for you to strategize and start writing things down. Also, it's a good time to start doing research, looking up certain things and the way you do something and getting that written down. And get very, very laser focused and strategic. Even if you need to get like a coach or an advisor, now is the time to do that and follow your intuition, okay? And right now you can depend on your intuition being very strong because of what you've been through, whether that, I don't know what kind of loss that might have been for you, but whatever you've gone through has strengthened your intuition. So it's okay for you to trust that. If you've ever had any doubts about whether or not you could trust yourself again, yes, you can. That is the answer to that question. Yes, you can. And the way to strengthen your intuition is, one, going through what you just went through. Two is practicing that discernment. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute, okay? I don't want to jump ahead of myself. Okay, so as you're going through this strategic kind of a process, okay, you're going to have to tap into that part of you that is very, very trusting, all right? This is the thing, you know everything that you need to know. You already know everything, okay? That doesn't mean that you know it consciously. You know it on a subconscious level because we are all ancient beings, okay? Doesn't mean you have to be an ancient human who has done several lifetimes on this earthly plane, but we are all ancient beings, meaning we have existed. Okay, we've existed this whole time, throughout all space, throughout all realities. We were always in existence. Therefore, you are all knowing. So even though you may not have the answer right there at the forefront of your consciousness, if you sit and you just ask the question and ask to be led, the answer will come. Even if the answer is, oh, you need to go talk to this person. You need to consult with this expert. Oh, you need to get a coach. Oh, you need to look this up, sign up for this class, okay? That is you knowing the next step. So that's what I mean by trusting your intuition and trusting the information that comes up, okay? It's time for you to spend more time talking to yourself, talking to your third eye specifically, okay? Speaking directly to the third eye, whether you believe that is the pineal gland or the pituitary gland, that is definitely up for debate in the science field. But whichever one you believe to be your third eye, it's time for you to start communicating directly with your third eye, to go within and speak directly to that energy. And if you're not certain about the voice of your intuition, all you have to do is ask it to reveal itself to you, to help you to discern its language, whether it's audible, whether it's a feeling, a knowing, okay? It's time to get really, really, really crystal clear about how you receive your messages and where you receive them in the body. And you can ask your intuition to reveal that to you. Okay. You need to know whether it's your higher self talking to you versus your lower mind. And when I say lower mind, it's not that it is inferior. It is just operating more in the earth frequency, the more dense, third dimensional density, versus the higher dimensional mind. Okay, the mind that is going to give you more clear answers. The part of you that knows the end result already, the part of you that sees only solutions. Okay, so you want to discern between those two minds, what that energy is like, what it sounds like, and what it feels like. All right. And it's time for you to understand the language of your subconscious mind. I talk about how to discern and how to figure out what your subconscious mind's language is in the 5 hours free preview of the Be Magic Hypnosis method. So if you want to find out how to tap into your subconscious mind's language, and you want to know what your suggestibility is, meaning you want to know how you take in information, I would highly recommend that you go ahead and sign up for that 5 hours free training so that you can understand how to differentiate how you take in information. That's going to be very, very helpful for somebody, okay? And appreciation is going to also be a very powerful energy for you to work with, finding appreciation in the smallest things. It can be something as small as you were looking for a pen on your desk and you found it. And you're like, oh my goodness, I am so grateful and so thankful that I found this pen. I appreciate the fact that I have this pen right now because I really needed it, and I have it right now in the moment that I needed it. So it's time to go over and beyond that gratitude, okay, and that thanksgiving and appreciation. And the reason for this is because you might be coming out of like a dry spell. So maybe your money was, slowed up. Maybe business was slow. Maybe you had to release some people from your life, or you had to release some things that you cherished that brought a lot of consistency and flow. And maybe now it's like you were kind of like out in the desert. You're like out in the wilderness. And so because you're coming up out of that, it's important to connect with appreciation and gratitude. Okay. And this is why it's important to strategize and to trust your intuition and to find that appreciation in the smallest things, because it's going to help you build up that wealth reserve. And it's the key to wealth. So the keys to wealth is strategy, trusting your instincts, and gratitude. Okay. And then letting go and releasing and trusting and knowing that it's already done. Okay. So get those keys of wealth. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to read my writing. And so now it's time for you to strengthen that as well. Okay. And then those parts of you, what I'm hearing is that, those parts of you that were left out in the wilderness are going to start to release the subconscious programs. So this is what happens when we go through some sort of problem, some sort of tragedy or trauma, right? So let's just go back to, maybe your money you were having money issues for like 6 months. Okay. You just couldn't get your head above water for 6 months. You were having money issues. So during that time, those are wounds being made, okay? Wounds of poverty, wounds of not having your needs met, of lack, and not knowing when the next dollar is going to come, and having to do different things that you don't necessarily enjoy doing. Those things can create wounds. And as those wounds are created, you're also creating subconscious programs that you now have to go back in and reprogram, okay? So part of that reprogramming is doing the gratitude thing, doing the gratitude rants, and remaining in a space of knowing that you already have everything you need. Now, that's the tail end of that particular process. The first part of that process is clearing the energy from your cellular memory, okay? You have to clear out any PTSD from making mistakes with your money. Maybe the business failed or the investment idea failed. And so now there is this running loop of, oh, don't let that happen again. Oh, don't fail again. Don't make that mistake again, right? So it can show up as anxiety and fear, which will block whatever is trying to come through. So you're going to have to clear that old energy from your nervous system, even though on a conscious level, you may be saying, okay, that part of me, that part of that particular period in my life is over with. However, your body, remember, is made up of over 75% water, which means that the body holds memory. It holds on to memories that we are not consciously aware that we're still entangled with, okay? So this is why it's so important to understand how to clear the energy from the body, all right? Purifying the waters is what I like to call it. You need to purify your waters, okay? So one great way to do that is to create some sort of talisman, whether it be a crystal or an amulet, ring, bracelet, something that you can keep with you. And you want to program this talisman to assist you with interrupting the pattern of that fear talk, the PTSD, the fear. Because you want to interrupt the pattern that's happening in the mind, the thought pattern, the negative self-talk, okay? You need to interrupt that so that you can continuously begin to purge out of the nervous system any and all of those programs that your waters have been holding on to. You need to clarify, cleanse, and purify the waters, okay? So having a talisman can assist in the pattern interrupt when those ruminating thoughts come up. All right. Releasing the idea that you are not going to have your needs met. Very, very important. This is something that takes time. Now, I would recommend that if you are having trouble with doing this, if you're having trouble with clearing the energy from your subconscious body and your subconscious mind, that you work with someone, that you get you a coach, that you work with someone like me, like a hypnotherapist who focuses on clearing energy, transmuting energy subconsciously, as well as in neurologically in the neurosystem, in the nervous system, okay? Very, very important, because these are the things that keep us from achieving our goals, gaining wealth, and breaking those cycles. Because I get so many calls from people that say, no matter what I try to do, I can't break the cycle. I'll be doing really, really great, and then boom, something else happens. Or I'm doing really well, but I can't seem to break that glass ceiling. There is a program running subconsciously as well as in the physical body that is saying, no, 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 stay here. We're going to keep you safe. So we're not going to allow you to break through this cycle. We're not going to allow you to break the circle and turn it into a straight line. Okay. So, it's important that you work with someone who can help you break that cycle. Okay. If you don't know how to do it yourself. Some of you do know how to do this yourself. That's why I am sharing this message. But for those of you who do not know how, I would highly recommend that you work with someone who does. I do this kind of work, but you don't have to work with me. You can work with whomever else you feel comfortable with, okay? Hold on, y'all. I'm just reading through these notes. All right. Okay. So another thing that, you guys hear me say this affirmation all the time. When you feel like you are getting ready to start ruminating and start having those negative thoughts, okay, kind of cycling over and over again, looping over and over again, break before you let it loop. Before you let it get to the third loop, use this affirmation. I remove myself from conflict. I release fear. This problem has been resolved. The solutions are here. If you have an issue with money, I remove myself from this conflict. I release fear. The more money I circulate, the more money is here. I always have money. More money is here. Okay? So that is a verbal pattern interrupt. That is not going to cure everything. Let's just get that straight. It's not going to cure everything, but in the moment, it's going to interrupt the pattern long enough for you to say, okay, now let me just keep moving on with my day, but making sure that you're doing the inner work to clear and purify the waters. What is the water? The water is the body, the nervous system, okay? Like I said, that is something that you can contact me to help you with, or anybody else who you may know does this type of work, okay? So when we start to pull ourselves away from those past experiences or those past memories, right? When we do this, we begin to activate what I like to call the magic stream. And you're going to activate that magic stream by creating the space where you are able to begin manifesting, okay? It's going to help you manifest the things that you desire and the things that you need. And my suggestion would be to first manifest your ability to quickly release those old thoughts. See, a lot of people just want to jump to manifesting money or manifesting what they want, but manifest the ability to heal, the ability to quickly release the thing that is holding you back. Okay. That would be my number one first thing to manifest. All right. Because it's easier for you to manifest the solution to a problem, since the brain is designed to figure problems out and solve problems. So let's give it a problem, a positive problem to work out. That way you're not fighting against, I'm manifesting $5,000 when you really truly don't believe that you can manifest $5,000. There's a doubt within you that I doubt that I'm gonna really get it, but I'm gonna manifest it anyway, right? So why don't you manifest something that the brain can latch onto, such as I am manifesting the ability to quickly release old thoughts and ideas to manifest a divine cellular healing, okay? Healing from past traumas, from that loss that you're recovering from, that you dealt with because someone out there has experienced a very great loss of finances. Maybe there was something dealing with legal things, a divorce of some sort, a business failed, something happened. Somebody is also dealing with the loss of a loved one, okay? A loss of a loved one, and maybe you were supposed to get some sort of payout. Maybe you were supposed to get some sort of insurance money and it didn't happen, okay? So whatever that loss is, you want to manifest the ability to quickly release that from the nervous system, okay? And that magic stream is where you can kind of reach in and grab out what you want. So that's what we're doing. We're activating the magic stream, okay? So now it's time for you to rebuild your stability and strategize, strategize, strategize. When you do this, you're going to rebuild your empire. Whatever it was that you had and you lost before, this new rebuild is going to create a stronger, more powerful, more fruitful and abundant empire than you had before. Okay, or whatever it is. When I say empire, empire can be anything. An empire could be you rebuilding your family, right? An empire could be you rebuilding a business. Empire could mean that you're rebuilding yourself, all right, as a stronger, amplified, more vibrant, more healthy being. So whatever you were before, you're not even going back to that. No, you're creating something brand new because all of that had to be washed out. All of that had to be destroyed. You had to go through that loss so that you could gain the energy and the insight and the wisdom that you got now to build something 100 times stronger. It's going to be beyond successful. It's going to surpass your wildest dreams, okay? What you thought it was going to be, it's going to be that times 100. So that time that you spent in the wilderness and in the desert was building that character, okay? It was building you up. I did a video a few weeks ago about how all of that toxicity was just making you immune to poisons, immune to any future issues, right? It doesn't mean that you're not going to have issues or run into problems in the future, right? Because life happens. However, you are now so strong. You are now so built up and so immune to the bullshit that you're going to be able to recover from it a lot faster. You're going to be more discerning. You're going to have a sharper eye. It's going to be really difficult for anybody to pull the wool over your eyes. It's going to be really difficult for you to lose things, okay? Doesn't mean loss won't happen, but it will never be like the loss that you just went through. That's the end of a cycle, okay? So, all right. That is all that I have right now. I will be back with another one of these. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing these here. I may start doing these for the membership people, for the My Magic Video Library members only, because this is a lot of stuff here, right? But anyways, if you do need assistance with the recovery of the loss that you've gone through, with assisting in building up that strength to clear and purge out of the physical body, you can set up a free consultation appointment with me. I believe the link should be already in here somewhere to go to my Linktree and just click on book a free consultation. And we can talk about the ways that we can work together. You know, using hypnosis is a very powerful tool to assist with cleansing and clearing. It's the fastest way to do it, the fastest way to do it. And when I say fast, that could mean one session, that could mean 10 sessions, okay? It just depends on the individual, but it definitely is not going to take you years, okay? It won't take years. It may take a few months, but it is a faster process. When I say fast, I'm not waving a magic wand. I am not here to be like, oh, I can clear all your stuff just like that. That's not how I operate. One, because I go according to what your body, your spirit, and your energy needs. Everybody's stuff is not meant to be cleared all just quick, fast, and a hurry like that. Sometimes you can cause more problems when you do that and you're working with people who are claiming to quickly clear everything. Everything is not meant to be cleared in that time, in that moment, in that space. So that's why it's very important to work with someone who understands the process of purging, who understands the process of healing, who understands the process on a clinical and spiritual level. Because we got a lot of people out here making claims that they just gonna clear all of this stuff for you. It is cleared, but then next thing you know, you got 6 months of dark night of the soul because you didn't go step by step. You skipped some steps, okay? So just definitely keep that in the forefront as well. If somebody is making claims to do something, I can clear all of your blockages right now. You want to question them and ask them a lot of questions. Well, what's your process, okay? What happened to the last person you cleared all of their blockages? What was the result after that? Okay. All right, guys. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. Right now, I do have on sale the Blockbuster Headworking Ritual. That is a pre-recorded video class that I did maybe like last year. That particular class shows you step-by-step instructions on how to carry out the traditional hoodoo headworking ritual. You use this for yourself to assist yourself with clearing ruminating thoughts. If you had some embarrassing moments, if you are suffering some sort of loss and you just need to get your mind clear enough so that you can continue with your healing process, this is an excellent tool for you to use. It is now $66. It is usually $132. It will be on sale for another few days. So go ahead and make sure you check that out. You can go click on the Linktree link that is here in the video and go straight to 50% off Be Magic classes. I think that's the tab. All right, y'all. Have a great day. And I got to go because I have a reading to do. Love y'all. Bye.